Welcome to our Relationships in Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva. This is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and we have been in the mortgage and real estate business since the early 2000s. We absolutely love what we do. We're super excited to be here with you and to be on this journey of real estate and relationships, right? Every day is exciting. There's always something new happening in our industry, and we're super excited to be here to share this knowledge with you and be a resource for you. So thank you so much for being here with us. And please drop some comments and questions for us during the podcast because we love to interact with you. So here we are. Welcome back, buddy. How are you doing,
buddy? So for those of you that haven't been up with us, that's Corey's new favorite pet name for me. Buddy.
Just anybody. Anybody who's just kind of bugging me. Like, all right, buddy, come on. Let's move it along. Let's go.
So is everybody sad out there that Yellowstone, the season's over already?
I mean, it's a little sad, but I've been sad about a lot of my shows that have gone away. So,
like what's
Insecure,
another one?
I love that show. It's over. It's not coming back.
I don't know. I think I saw the season finale with you, kind of, because I was more on my laptop or something.
But you can't just jump in and watch a season finale and then judge it. You had to watch it. You had to be on the journey with Issa.
Yeah, no interest.
It's just not his cup of tea.
Not
but
my
it's
cup
my
of tea
cup of tea.
at all.
It was so good. But is anyone watching 1886, 1883? Well, I don't even know what's the name of it.
I mean, look, I saw the first episode just because we were trying to figure out how to watch Yellowstone, and then we stumbled upon this 1880 whatever year it was. I think I'm not a fan. I don't think I'll watch another episode.
Does anybody like it, or does everyone think it's hot trash like Chris?
I mean, you said it. It is hot trash. Sam Elliott, I wanted to think it was cool because Sam Elliott's in it. If anybody doesn't know, it's the old guy from Roadhouse. He was old in Roadhouse. That was like 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. He's still alive. I don't know how he's made it through.
He found the fountain of youth, apparently.
He must be 90 years old.
Hey, Christian's here. Hi, Christian. He said he's been watching it. Do you like it? What are your thoughts on the show?
Yeah. Should we watch it? And if you think we should watch it, why?
Yes.
Does it compare to Yellowstone?
Does it get better at all? Because it's really boring.
It has to get better. I don't think there's anywhere to go but up. After that first episode.
I don't know. He said it's super slow so far, but I'm going to keep watching to see if it picks up. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you don't wait as long as you did to get rid of that Christmas tree that you threw out of your balcony last night. So for those of you who don't know, Christian is my brother-in-law, Chris's brother, and he was complaining about how his Christmas tree died like 2 years before Christmas, and then I see him on
2 years before Christmas.
2 years, 2 weeks before Christmas. I'm sorry, 2 weeks before Christmas, and then last night I see on IG he's trying to get it out of his apartment with like a big, huge plastic bag.
Did he throw it off his balcony or something?
And then he threw it off his balcony because he just couldn't get it down the elevator.
And then his girlfriend's telling him, "Baby, next year can we get a bigger tree?" She's just egging him on as he's
like, "No, we're not getting a bigger tree." As she's standing from the balcony, looking down at him, sweeping up all the little droppings from the dead tree.
That tree exploded. It hit the ground and it exploded because it was so dry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised it didn't burst into flames.
So please don't wait that long on this show. Like, just let it go. If it's not good, just move on, okay?
Speaking of the tree, though, I hope everybody out there has all their Christmas decorations down.
Please, no.
I'm going to start writing letters to the HOA, to the board, to you.
You need to stop.
More. You got to take the decorations down if you haven't done it already.
Listen, sometimes people need a little bit more cheer into the new year, and maybe that's what's helping them get through like these first struggling weeks for them.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
And then if someone gets a letter from the HOA, they're going to be so upset. Nobody wants to see that to start their new year. Like, take my Christmas lights down.
Now, have you noticed what I'm wearing today?
I have.
So we'll talk about this later, but this is how my year is going.
Great.
Amazing. Amazing. So I'm walking the streets right now, and I'm looking for Charger fans. Like, where's a Charger hat at? I can't wait to see one.
All right.
So happy.
He's super excited. And Nola's teacher is a huge Chargers fan. So he showed up on Monday to pick her up and was just basking in his glory. He loved it. And she's like, I know. So anybody who is a Raider fan, congratulations. It looks like you guys are going to where the playoffs?
Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we're in the second week of January. Mm-hmm. It's starting to feel a little bit normal.
Normal for what? I don't know what normal is anymore. Please.
I mean, we're starting to get a rhythm again, right? Or no? Am I off here?
I always got some rhythm going. So, I don't ever skip a beat, but I guess I don't really know what normal is. What's the definition of normal? This is the new normal, right?
So this is the first week back, right? Mm-hmm. For the kids. So we're starting to get like a consistent routine going on every day, mm-hmm. right? That to me, that's normal. Kids are waking up at a certain time. I've been working out every day. It's starting to it's starting to feel a little normal.
Maybe it's more routine for Chris because he was just chilling. But I was still getting those kids up, taking them to grandma's house, coming back home, working. So, yeah, I guess.
I've made lunch like once or twice this week, haven't I?
Well, good for you. Let's get this guy a cookie. Evelyn, hi.
Let's get this buddy.
All right, buddy, you want a cookie? Evelyn's here. Good to see you, Lulu.
Oh, and Betsy says you look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Betsy. That's super sweet. I'm glad you're doing better. So, yeah, if anybody's been living under a rock, everybody's been getting sick lately. So, luckily, Betsy's feeling better.
Everybody got the vid. Everybody. I know a lot of people that they're on their second round of it.
I know. It's crazy. Have you guys seen any of these memes? I think my favorite one is Super Mario where he's dodging the fireballs. And it's like, this is
the string of fireballs, right?
Yes. Like this is me avoiding COVID. And I feel like that's me right now.
Or Neo from The Matrix. He's dodging the bullets. That's me dodging COVID. We were fortunate enough, knock on something, to avoid it this season.
Yeah, thank goodness.
And the flu.
Anybody who's out there is not feeling well right now, we hope you feel better really soon. And, I have an aunt who's in the hospital right now. She's been in the emergency room for, 2 days before she finally got a room. And thank goodness her oxygen levels are better. So I'm very happy that she is on the mend and things will be better soon for her.
Right. And she's a prime example of... Thank God she got the vaccine.
Yes.
Because what was her pre-existing condition?
COPD.
Which is what?
It's like she has really difficult time breathing. So she has an oxygen tank already. So thank goodness. If that's a true testament that's going to work for her when she pulls through this. So right. Thank goodness she's doing better. So moving things along. For those of you who tuned in last week, Chris was scheduled to go golfing, but it got postponed. I think
it was going to be like the third time I've been golfing, and I've had those clubs for like 3 years. So I average about once a year I go out. Uh-huh. I think I'll be better this time.
Yeah, so he's going to be going on Thursday instead. And luckily, we didn't have to worry about any injuries that would have, hindered him on our trip to Disneyland the following day.
Yeah, so our editor of the show had a bet going. There was a pool going of what happens to Chris while he golfs. Is he going to pull a hammy, sprain an ankle, throw out his back? But hey, I dodged all those bullets because I didn't go.
Yeah, well, let's just hope that doesn't happen again. I'm still going to be rooting for you because we have another trip coming up this weekend. So no injuries, please.
No injuries. And I've been dodging the injuries for a while now, the injury bug in jiu-jitsu.
Yes, he started going back more often, which is awesome. He loves it. And, but, last night he said that my elbow hurt. I got some bruises. Everything hurts.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's just hard to sleep, that's all, because everything hurts.
Okay, well, you need to sleep.
And, I don't like taking anything. So I just deal with it because I don't like taking any pills.
Okay.
So it kind of is what it is. It's fine. It's hard. It's like I'm falling asleep. I'm getting ready to sleep. And then I hear a noise, right? So then I go check on the kids. Nola, so you were asleep. You were dead asleep. Nola's crying.
Oh, sweet
right?
Girl.
She's in her dream or whatever. She's sitting up and I got to her bed. So she put her arms out. Of course, I picked her up, brought her to bed. And then now she's kicking me in the head and doing that whole night. And I'm like all the way at the edge of the bed, laying on my elbow that's throbbing because I'm just trying to not fall off. So anyhow.
You choose that jiu-jitsu life.
I love it.
You choose it. You live it. Gotta love every little bit of it.
Part of it is loving the sport, but I think the bigger part of it is I love Professor Lecca, Professor Art, and I love the whole Checkmat family. So I go there. It's like it's a brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
and sisterhood.
Yeah, I didn't know how to word that because I'm not part of the sisterhood.
It's a family.
It's a big old family, and it's funny because you're literally trying to choke each other out. And as soon as you're done, you're like, oh man, that was a great sweep you did, or that was a cool move. How did you do that? And then you're friends right after you're trying to kill each other.
Well, that's like how Nola and her cousin Juniper are. So last week, Nola got at jiu-jitsu, she got MVP 2 times in a row. And her cousin went up against each other last Thursday, and they were going at it. Like, these girls, they are so tough. And I'm like, wow, look at them go. And afterwards, they walk out, and they're just hugging, and they just love each other. And that's one of the main things I really love about jiu-jitsu and Checkmat in particular is they teach these kids how to defend themselves, but also to empower each other, right? And nothing more than I want for our kids and our niece to experience that. They're teaching them life lessons that I wish I would have had when I was 7 years old. I mean, some of these life lessons they're getting, it's like, dude, most adults, I don't even think they'll ever learn that, like how to help each other out and empower each other. And also, like, yesterday, I got to go in and watch Santino fight.
Which is a special treat.
Which was a huge special treat. You don't get to go in
anymore. We watch it on Zoom.
Yeah, we haven't been able to go in because of COVID, but Professor Art gave us a little taste of what they get to see close up. And Santino and his really good friend Val were going at it, and they're great friends. And you could just see them teaching each other and having a good time. And they're not wanting to beat each other up, but they want to win.
They want to win.
They're going at it. And I overheard Santino fighting with one of the kids, and the kid's like, ow, ow. And he goes, well, then tap. And the kid just wouldn't. So he choked him a little bit more, and the kid finally tapped. And Santino was using one of the lessons that Professor Lecca was saying is it's your responsibility to say when it's time to stop. So you tap. It's not your partner's job to know when to stop. And I think that's a huge life lesson too. Like, know when to say.
Know your limits.
Yes, exactly. So we love Checkmat. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for our kids and our family. Super, super grateful for you.
I know. I didn't know what it was at first. Real quick, hi to Urvashi. Thank you so much for joining us. We miss you guys.
I know. We miss you so much. And then she put their website has the new schedule. Check it out. Oh, she was working on their website for them.
That's right.
Awesome. I'm so glad that you guys were connected and were able to work together and you're able to help them out with their website. Oh, I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, she's the best. So if anybody needs like web help, right? Or IT, I don't know if it's more IT stuff. I think it's more web design and functionality. Go ahead and connect with Urvashi. She's right online with us. She could definitely help you out. And we don't just refer anybody, you guys. We only refer people that we trust. And just going back to Checkmat really quick, want to finish up with that. I didn't know what it was at first, why I was so attracted to Checkmat. One, we trust them with our kids, right? But like we were talking about, it's because the way our business is set up, it's almost mirror image to how Checkmat is. It's a big family, right? It's a big community. And everybody knows each other and they care about each other and they're excited to see each other. And that's what I love about Checkmat. That's what I love about our business.
Right. Me too. Absolutely. So
relationships and real estate.
Yes, for sure. So Urvashi just said, same here. Missed you guys. My parents were here from India. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I hope you guys had a great time while they were visiting. You know, Urvashi, I have someone I'm going to reach out to you for. Stephanie would be perfect because she was looking for someone for her web design. And it looks like Natalie has joined us. Happy New Year to you too. Great to see you. How are you feeling, Mama? She has a baby on the way soon.
Oh, do they know if they're having a boy? Do you know if you're having a boy or girl?
Okay. Yeah. So
it's a full house.
Yes, it's going to be
Rob's outnumbered.
3 girls against 1 boy.
3 girls against 1 boy. Maybe get a boy dog or something.
Maybe. I think they do have a boy dog.
So there you go.
So last Thursday after, instead of Chris going golfing, we ended up getting a massage, a little bit of rest and relaxation, which Chris needs because he, gets beat up.
Oh my God. Well, plus I'm broken. Right? I'm broken inside and on the outside.
You're broken inside?
No, I'm kidding.
Dang, this just took a turn for the worse.
No, I'm totally kidding. I've had like, I'm not going to call it chronic pain, but I guess it is chronic pain, right?
Yes.
I've been dealing with this forever. Lower back issues, shoots down to the right knee. And I just been dealing with this for, I don't know, 10 years at least. So not going golfing, and Corey surprised me with a massage. Oh my gosh. 90 minutes, right? The only thing that could have made it a little bit better is if the damn dog wasn't barking outside when I'm trying to relax. She wanted to come in, so she was barking.
Right.
And I knew she was getting picked up that day.
Yes.
So I was just hoping that SCV Pack Walk would pick him up.
Stephanie with SCV or Jared Pack Walk. So Nola goes on Uma goes on her pack walk. Sorry,
we do this all the time. We call our daughter our dog's name, Uma. Nola, get over here. And then we do it the other way around too.
Right. So Uma was barking when Chris was trying to relax. But he had such a great massage. And when I came in, he goes, oh my gosh, Nikki did this awesome thing where does this stretching and it's amazing. You have to get it. And I'm like,
it was amazing though. So Nikki, I believe she's from Thailand, right? Mm-hmm. So it was like some Thai stuff that she was doing where she was stepping on me. She had her knee in my back and she's like pulling me up, and I'm like off of the massage table. I'm like in the air. Nikki's like 105 pounds
she's
wet.
She's so tiny.
Right? She's picking me up and I'm getting stretched out all kind of crazy ways. And oh my gosh, it felt so good. And I hate with the passion deep tissue massages. Like, who wants to feel that way?
Who wants to feel like they got beat up? Nobody.
I don't want to feel that way. And getting stretched like that actually made me feel good even afterwards. Mm-hmm. But then what happened?
So then I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, well, do you want to? He goes, you definitely have to get stretched out. I was like, okay. So she asked me, do you want me to do the stretching? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm good. And I'm the type of person who likes the deep tissue massage.
You like that deep tissue stuff.
But over time, I'm like, I don't want to feel like I got hit by a truck because yes, I know you're rubbing all the toxins and getting all the pain out, but then it lingers for a few days after and then you feel horrible. So I've learned the hard way. Like, no, you just give me a nice relaxing massage and everything will be fine. So then we get toward the end of the massage. I'm like, oh, it's already over? Dang, that went so quick. She's like, oh, I'm going to stretch you now. I don't know what she did to me. I love her and we will still use her. But that next day, I felt like my back was bruised just from stretching. I'm like, what did she do to me?
You're more sensitive to that kind of stuff.
No, you are. You were like, oh,
no, I just don't like it, but I don't bruise. But like you bruise easy.
Oh man, it was not good. So no, I'm not. I'm sticking to the calm, relaxing massage because
part of it too is we hadn't been massaged in a long time.
Yeah, it was probably since last April. So if anybody's looking for a good masseuse, hit us up because she's amazing and she'll come to your house.
I feel like if you need anything, just hit us up because we know everybody. I'm not kidding. Like, seriously. And we just know good people, right? We've already vetted everybody.
Right.
So we're always in the know with what professionals to use.
Yes. And it looks like Natalie made some more comments. She said she's ready and she has 5 weeks left.
Oh, wow.
How exciting.
She's right there at the finish line.
And I know.
She's going to have a Valentine's Day baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
She possibly can.
Hey, she already decorated for Valentine's Day too. So she's ready.
Yeah, Rob might be able to kill it. Maybe you should wait a week after.
What? What are you talking about?
Because if you have a baby on Valentine's Day, then you don't really get your wife. I'm not thinking about you on Valentine's Day. I'm going to be getting our baby something.
Who's going to wait a week later? The baby?
Yeah.
Oh, because the baby is going to know just to wait a little bit longer. Come on now. So Urvashi has praying hands. Yes, for sure. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. And we're so grateful for you all. So because Chris got his massage, he was super relaxed and he had a wonderful day at Disneyland and California Adventure.
It was so cool. So, if anybody visits Disneyland a lot, frequents it a lot, you park in the 5-story parking lot, right? Mm-hmm. Corey hates when we get put on the roof, but we got put on the roof. And there's 2 ways that you can go. A lot of people don't know this. They just go with the crowd, which is you have this boring walk.
Yeah, that long walk where the tram is supposed to drive you to the front. Well, you don't get driven anymore, and it hasn't been like that since they reopened, since COVID. But it's this long walk, and it's boring. And so we'd rather take a little bit longer of a stroll, but walk through downtown Disney. Right. And you could definitely do that. You just have to go the opposite way. And there's a little less lines, because usually the only people that are going through security that way are coming from the Disneyland Hotel.
Right.
And so we take that route. And every single time, because at least you get to see things on your walk when you go into Disneyland.
You get a window shop, right? You're kind of just walking through the downtown Disney. You're seeing what's new, what kind of advertising's up, what new structure do they have at the Lego store, right?
Yes.
Like they always have like some different Disney character that they have. I think right now it's Maleficent in the dragon form.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're going to be doing some construction down there too. They're getting rid of the Earl of Sandwich and all those shops right there.
They got a lot of garbage down there in downtown
Dang.
Disney. I don't know how some of these restaurants, because that rent has to be through the roof.
Oh yes, it's really expensive.
Right, because just talking a little bit about real estate and commercial real estate. There's stores in Times Square in New York, which is the reason I bring that up. It's probably similar to downtown Disney, where their goal is not even to make money. They just want to be seen. They know they're going to lose money being in that location, but the whole idea is X amount of people walk through there every single day. We just need to be known, right?
Right.
So Earl Sandwich, don't they have that place in Vegas? Like it's one of the little food court places that you could eat at. It's disgusting.
I don't even know. I've never eaten there.
Good
anyway,
riddance.
so
good riddance to Earl Sandwich.
Chris and his Earl Sandwich. So we walked down that way, and we were able to like cut through this time. I said, "Oh, let's just see if we could kind of sneak in." Well, not sneak. I asked a security guard.
There's a security guard.
Can we go through the Grand California entrance?
You're not sneaking nowhere. So Corey won't even jaywalk. Let's talk about this. Corey is a rule follower, which is great.
Uh-huh.
But there's no way she's not sneaking nowhere. She was like, excuse the guys. We could have snuck right by the guy. He wouldn't even know the difference because he wasn't paying attention.
Just chilling.
Corey had to get his attention. Excuse me. So that's you didn't sneak in.
No, I didn't sneak in. So we went in that way. And the only downfall of going through there, I guess they allow you to go after 11. So you're not trying to cut through. Through the Grand Californian Hotel.
Okay. It's that big Disney one.
Yes, that's attached to...
For people that don't know.
That is attached to California Adventure.
It's super expensive. That's why we've never stayed there before. It's like sometimes like $800 a night.
It's ridiculous. So we've never stayed there before, but I'm so excited because I got a major deal. And this Sunday...
She got like $100 off or something. She's like, I got this major deal. We got to do it, babe.
It was like $240 for the night before tax and resort fee and all that stuff. Yes.
Okay, good job.
So I got a really good deal on a hotel stay. So we're staying there on Sunday night. And then what's great because we're going to arrive there on Sunday, go and check out the park for a little bit. We're not taking the stroller into the park. We're going to make the kids walk because it's literally right there. You could just go right up. Put them right to bed. And then the next morning, the kids don't know, but we have a super big surprise for them. We're going to be dining with the characters.
Are we?
This guy, I don't know how many times I tell him things, and he acts so surprised. And I even told you what time it was at. 7 a.m., so you're going to be up early.
Oh, hell no. 7 a.m.?
Okay, you could stay upstairs then, and I'll take them.
I'll stay up there with Nola because Nola's going to be sleeping with me too.
No, they're going to be up early and we're going to have a great time because I want to be there when it opens so we can avoid a long line for cars.
We got to check the sunrise schedule because Nola doesn't wake up before the sun.
Okay, listen, it doesn't matter what schedule and when the sun rises, we will be at that reservation at the time that I have reserved.
So you see how I poke, how I'm poking her like this? I don't know how Santino figured this out or why he does this, but he does the same thing.
I know. Well, he mirrored images you.
I know exactly why he does it.
Oh my gosh.
So now you get double teamed at home.
So anyways, well, hopefully Chris can make it another day without a mobile scooter.
I mean, that's the tough part. So making it one day, I've been pretty good. I've been making these one day trips, but when she tries to get me to go back to back, the injury risk goes through the roof. So I might have to get the scooter the second day.
You do you, boo. I'm going to be there having a great time. And if you need that scooter, then you need to do what you need to do.
Yep. They should have like a parent kid combo stroller. So I could be, have the kid in the front. We can control it. It could be fun.
No, I just hear, I could only imagine how many ankles would be hit with that thing.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of hitting ankles. So let me just tell you, going to Disneyland as much as we go to Disneyland and downtown Disney and whatnot. So you got these crowds of people, right? I don't know how to put this, but have you guys ever seen that movie Avengers where Thanos snaps his finger and he gets rid of half of the population? Sometimes I feel like I wish I had that power.
Wow.
Because these people people just don't have common sense, right? So there's walkways. They're walkways. They're not, let me stop. This lady was stopped and knelt down. Do you remember this lady?
She was not knelt down on her cell phone.
On her cell phone. She squatted down like this on her cell phone.
In the middle of
the walkway. There's traffic going by. This lady's asking to get nailed, right? So if I didn't have to worry about hurting Santino, I'd be running over so many people with that stroller. Let me just tell you. Gosh. And it's funny because the funny thing is I'm so calm and cool on the road as a driver. Like I'm the last person ever to get road rage. I'm like always telling Corey, why are they in such a hurry? They probably got to use a bathroom, right? I'm always giving people the benefit. I don't understand why people are such a hurry, but for some reason, I get road rage pushing the stroller at Disneyland.
You need to take a few breaths.
Some people drive me insane with that.
This guy, I'm like, let me just push the stroller because this last time he was like on a mission. I'm like, what are you in such a hurry for?
And
relax.
It kills you when they got like a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old pushing the damn stroller in a crowd of people. They don't know how to push this. They don't know how to navigate those waters.
They're in Disneyland. They're there to have a good time. It's magical. They're not on the 405. Relax. I told him, like, the way you're pushing the stroller right now is ridiculous. Like, put yourself in these people's shoes. There's like a group of people with a baby in a stroller and like 4 or 5 toddlers who don't fit in the stroller, or maybe they're 5 or 6 and they're trying to hold their hand. And yes, it's a big group. Yes, they're in your way.
No.
But relax. Like if we're walking with our kids, would you like someone to come zooming by with the stroller?
I'm okay when it's kids walking. I'm fine. I'm talking about those big old lazy adults that are moving like sloths. Like they should be working the DMV in Zootopia. Like those people drive me insane. Like, what are you doing? If you want to sit and have a conversation, move over to the side, let the traffic go up and down.
And now if they're moving slow, I mean, they're moving slow, but I do have a problem where people just stop and block the whole walkway. Like there's sides of the road per se, walkways.
Or the people that just
stop and just talk.
Or the people that just make a dead stop. Like the traffic's going, they make a dead stop, and then they get mad that you hit them in the ankles. Don't stop in the middle of the road.
So, moral of the story is Chris is no longer going to be pushing the stroller when we go to Disneyland. And usually I take on that role because your leg starts to hurt. Leg. So just keep on your own. Walk as fast as you want. I'll do the stroller. We'll save your leg. We'll save someone's ankle.
You might save a life.
Oh, dang.
I'm kidding.
You need to be happy when you go there.
Usually I am. Usually
get this guy some pixie dust.
I'm happier at California Adventure.
Why?
They got wine and beer there.
Oh, geez, this guy.
It's a good time. Especially now. So usually I only have like one beer or one glass of wine. Because since Corey drives there, she pushes the stroller the majority of the time. I always drive us home. Mm-hmm. So I have one glass or one beer throughout the day. But it's nice. I always relax. It's usually when you guys go on Goofy Sky School, because that thing feels like a car accident. Like I just got in a fender bender, right? So I don't go on that. But now that we have a hotel to go back to, it's about to be party time.
Oh boy. Pray for me, everybody. I'll let you know how it goes. He's ready to get down. So looking forward to this weekend. And at home, it's been really cool. Right before we got back into the routine with school and everything this past week, Santino's been telling me he wants to spend more time cooking in the kitchen. He's like,
where did
Mom,
that come from?
Can I help you when you cook? Because I always try to include him and her whenever I'm cooking. And yes, it does take a lot longer to make things. And if you're in a hurry, it's like, I get it. Parents don't have time or patience to want to teach their kid how to cook in the morning because we gotta go somewhere. We have places to be. But because we're on winter break, I said, you know what? It's gonna take a little bit longer. I'm gonna just do some vinyasa breaths, some nice cleansing breaths.
You're super patient with our babies.
Be super patient with them. And so Santino was helping me in the kitchen. And after 2 days, he is now my official chef. I'm actually more his sous chef than he is mine now. He makes French toast from scratch. And he is our barista. He knows how to make lattes now. And he's always been watching. I get a little worried when it comes to the hot milk when he's frothing it. So I take over that role. But Chris was like, you know what? Let him do it. And I go, he's going to get burnt. And then what does Santino do with his little smart remarks like his dad? He looks at me and he goes, worry, worry. So now that's like the new thing in the house.
That's the new thing in the house.
Worry, worry, Mom. I'm like, fine. You do your frothing of the milk. And if you get burnt, don't make fun of me. I'm going to tell you, worry, worry.
He's going to get burnt. And I told him, like, it's going to happen. So he's also been, and Nola as well. Nola was the first one to make pancakes with me. Mm-hmm. And I remind them 20 times that the pan's hot.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we have those like long pans where if the kids are flipping, I won't let them flip the pancakes in the back because they're going to burn their arm.
Oh,
right?
Santino's flipping the French toast now because he's tall enough.
Well, usually it was Nola helping me though. Mm-hmm. But, I let Santino flip too. So I always tell him, but you might burn yourself. I was making pancakes when I was 5 and I burnt myself all the time. Not bad burns, but, just to remind you like, oh yeah, the pan's hot. Be careful, It's going to happen. So Santino, that's the new thing with his mom. Everything now he tells her, worry, 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 because he knows his mom worries about everything.
Oh, I just want to make sure that he's safe. That's all. It's normal for us to worry about our kids, right? So Natalie made a comment. She said, it's the best having them help, even though it takes forever. It does. But these little moments that take forever for us, it'll pay off in the end. Because before you know it, we're going to be sleeping in. They're going to be making us breakfast and bringing it to us in bed with some lattes. And I put that thought in their head. I'm like, oh, you guys are going to do this one day? And they're like, yeah, Mom, we're gonna. I'm like, yeah, like you got to hype them up.
They do have random acts of kindness. Like it comes out of nowhere. We'll be chilling in bed, getting ready for bedtime. So sometimes if we're running early, we'll watch a little TV in the bed all together, some cartoon that they want to watch. And out of nowhere, like one of them leaves and they come back with some lotion. They start rubbing our feet.
It's amazing.
What? Like what kid does that? These kids are angels.
Oh, they're so sweet.
But going back to this cooking, Natalie's so right and you're so right in letting the kids, it does take a long time, but letting them help. There's a whole generation of kids that don't know how to do anything.
Right.
They don't know how to cook. They don't clean. They don't know how to wash dishes. They don't know how to do laundry. Why? Because their parents were too much of in a hurry, right? They didn't have the patience.
Or maybe they were too busy.
But didn't have the patience but you got to take the time.
Right.
Because you're setting them up for later in life, right?
Exactly. Our kids have these really cool knives. They're for kids. They're plastic, but they cut through veggies really good. And they have their own cutting boards and their own knives. So they help me make dinner and they'll chop up all the veggies. And it's so rewarding for them. I think they want to eat the food more when they know they had a part in it. And they take a lot of pride in what they do. So
it's a good way to get your kids to eat veggies.
Yes. Well, that's all our kids eat pretty much since they don't eat meat. So
it's funny too because they keep it real. They're like, I don't like this at all, Mom. I'm just eating it because I want some ice cream after.
Well, Santino will say, I know it's healthy for me, so he'll eat it.
He'll eat it.
Yeah. So Natalie said, absolutely 100%. Plus, when they're off on their own, they'll be ready. Yes, we have to prepare them for the future.
Got to prep them for the world.
Mm-hmm. So some of the other things we had over the weekend is we always have our family dinner. Speaking of food and cooking, every Saturday we have our family come over and we have family dinner. And it's really great because all of us get together in the kitchen and, the women get together in the kitchen while the guys sit and drink beer. And so usually we'll, make food. So this time we made dinner, but gosh, I forgot to bring up on the last episode that Chris really stepped up his game the week before. And he said, you know what? I really want to grill. And we have this green egg, right?
The intentions were there. The good intentions.
He was all excited about this green egg that we've had. And that's my green egg because I'm like, this is my grill. I know how to start it. Like one day I was like, I'm ready to grill now. They didn't even get any of the stuff lit. And I'm like, can you get the grill ready to go so I could cook? Like, let's go. And 4 guys didn't know how to start a grill. So
why are you bringing up old stuff?
Okay. Anyway, because I can. So I know how to start the grill, whatever. And he's like, I'm going to grill burgers today. I'm like, all right, great. Are you going to start the grill? Yeah, okay. And then I'm waiting. I'm like, you want me to help you? So I helped get the grill started. And for those of you who don't know, the green egg, it doesn't have controls like a gas grill would. Right. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a pass on that. You have to control the temperature by how much air you let in, right? So the more air, the more flames are going to come up. So in the beginning, you have to get it really hot, and then you control the temperature by bringing it down at the end. So, and getting it ready to cook. So I got it ready for him, and he's out there cooking. I'm like, oh, it smells like something's burning out there. I go out, and these burgers.
It was only the outside layer.
These burgers were like hockey pucks. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why do you have that open on the bottom? And he's like, I'm like, don't touch it. I had it set up perfectly for you. So what he had done, I don't know why he did it, even though I set it all up for him, is he opened the bottom and it let more air in. And I was like, here, let me just close it really quick. So I closed it, and his brother's like, dude, the flame went down so quick when you did that. I'm like, yeah, leave it there. So he takes off the hockey pucks, brings those in, and the second batch, those were good, right? Because we had the right temperature.
Yeah. So this is all true. I have no argument for anything that Corey just said. The one thing I will add, though, it was also dark out there. So I can't see anything. My brother has his cell phone light, right? We're trying to figure out, like, are these things cooked? Are they not cooked? And then, I overcooked them. And I'd rather have more of a pink, red, bloody burger than I would a burnt burger. So I ate the most burnt ones, just because you gotta, I cooked it. I'll eat the most charred burgers, even though I didn't enjoy them, but still ate 2 of them.
Somehow I find a way when I cook on that grill with a cell phone flashlight, and somehow my stuff doesn't come out burnt. I guess practice makes perfect.
I guess. So speaking of which, there's only like a few things I could cook, guys. It is what it is. I can make spaghetti. I'm a hell of a sandwich maker.
It takes a while, though.
Cereal.
Any kind of cereal you want. Sandwich.
I put the perfect milk to cereal ratio in my cereal. And pancakes. I rule on pancakes. My kids love them, So today, Corey's getting ready for the show, and it's tough because she's taking the kids to school. There's a lot going on podcast days, right?
Right.
So Nola comes down. She's late start, so she doesn't start school till 10:15, right? Mm-hmm. So she comes down a little bit later. Santino was already gone to school before she even woke up. And she comes down and she wants eggs. Okay. So there's a rule in the house. It's not a rule, but if it's a fried egg, the kids want me to make it. That's the one thing they actually love, my fried eggs, right?
Right.
They call them yolky eggs. Mm-hmm. But if it's scrambled, mama, that's more mama's court, right? But she was, I was like, baby, don't worry. I got this. So made the eggs. I guess I put too much milk in them. She didn't like them. Nola didn't like them. So I ate, my share of eggs. Had some tater tots. Were tater tots okay at least?
All right.
Okay, so tater tots weren't good either. The sausage patty was a little burnt for her. It was like fake sausage. It's not real sausage. The bacon was amazing. You can't mess up bacon, but only I ate that. And this woman didn't even like the toast. She was like, it tastes like bread. Doesn't taste like toast.
It was not toast. I don't even know how that was passed off as toast. The butter wasn't melted on it. It was still soft. I'm like, what is this? And I was like, hey, I'll make the eggs. Nola wants scrambled eggs. I'll make them. And he's like, no, I got this. And then he's like, I'm going to make bacon. And he already knows, like, I've been a lot better lately. Like, I'll deal with the bacon smell because I don't know what it is, but that smell just lingers in my house, and then it gets in my hair, and like my clothes smell like bacon all day. So I was like, really, bacon? Can you just have fake sausage today? Nope. I want bacon. I was like, all right, let me just do the eggs. Nope, I got it. I'm like, okay. So, yeah.
So Corey hasn't eaten today, you guys. So if she starts shaking or faints on the show, it's because she had some bread, not toast.
I didn't eat. I took a bite.
She took a bite. At least Nola ate it.
No, I actually went and made my own toast. So
you made your own piece of toast. Okay, so she's had a piece of toast today.
But I was like, these eggs did you put too much milk in them? He was like, yeah, I put a lot of milk. I'm like, who puts that much milk in eggs?
I don't know.
It seemed like dash.
It seemed like something that would be like on Top Chef. I was like, oh, this is how they make these eggs.
It's really funny because he even asked me, what do you put in your eggs? And I told him exactly what I put in my eggs, and they were way too
Well, I had already put the milk in. So I did put all the seasonings he told me to put in, but I had already put too much milk in.
Okay. So Urvashi said, I love how different cooks of eggs are divided between you two. Yeah, we just know like what we're better at, right?
Well, it's also because you don't like yolky eggs, right?
Yeah.
We call them yolky eggs, and the kids love them. So like, it's a funny thing in the house because when we eat them, I think the kids purposely dip the yolk and then they put the bread over their head, and it's like all the yolk's going on their mouth. And Corey gets so grossed out.
Disgusting.
So I think they do that on purpose.
Oh boy. So, anyways, enough about the breakfast, and let's get back to what you had this past weekend as well. You had a final walkthrough, right?
Yeah, so we had the I think it closed last week's show, the actual sale of the house. But the buyer we represented seller, the buyer had waived their inspection. They've only seen the house like for 5 minutes one time. Right?
Wow. Okay.
So the buyer was going to be there, who's also the agent, right? And they're doing a rent back and whatnot. And I just didn't want the clients to feel uncomfortable. And just because we actually closed the transaction doesn't mean that I'm not working for them still.
Absolutely.
So I'm still working for them. I told them, hey, would you guys feel more comfortable if I was there when she comes to look at the house? They said, can you please be there? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
So of course I was there, and I'm glad I was. So I was in a suit because, I'm always in a suit when we see our clients. And I was moving. I forgot to tell you, I was moving furniture down the stairs.
Oh, how nice of you to help out.
Well, because he was by himself. She just had the baby.
Yes.
She's like, it's a little heavy for me. I'm like, yeah, no problem. It's just a headboard. Nothing crazy.
Nice. So
we do it all here, guys.
For sure. Anything to help our clients out. And then that night, once you finally got back home, we made some food, and we finally had like a little bit of a game night, right, with our family.
We haven't done that in a long time.
I know. Usually we're just so caught up with whatever we have going on, and we decided let's play Scrabble. And so that was fun.
I don't know where that came from because we haven't played Scrabble in forever.
Well, it's always sitting out, but we haven't played in a really long time. And we decided let's play Scrabble. And it was so much fun. We had a good time because everybody likes to talk crap to each other, right?
Especially when you're winning. I'm a winner.
So full of himself. I almost beat him on the last game, but because he challenged one of the words I decided to make up, which I usually don't ever do. I pretty much know my words, but I really, really, really wanted to just see if anyone would challenge me and see if I could get away with it. But he challenged me, and he ended up winning.
Yeah, I challenged you because if you would have got that word, you would have won. So what did I have to lose? I had to challenge it, right? So it's so funny because I had to make the rule up after the first game, because the first game, it was bad, guys. When you're spelling 3-letter words out there, it's a problem. The board's going to be really small, and it's really hard to build off of that, right?
Right.
So we made a rule: if you cannot put you have to make at least a 4-letter word on the first revolution. That means everybody's first turn, or you skip your turn. I think somebody probably skipped their turn.
I don't know. I don't think so.
And then that little timer, that timer's for a reason, because a lot of people miss their turns.
For sure. Do we have any avid Scrabble players watching, or do you like Scrabble? What are your thoughts on it? And are there any little pet peeves you have on Scrabble? Chris, he doesn't play just to get the words on the board. He plays to like
points.
Not just points, but he wants to make sure whoever's after him is not going to be able to get any points or be able to put a word anywhere. Like, he's very strategic, and going after him, I'm just like, dude, it's already challenging enough. Then I got you. Come on. But it was great because Jenny, she ended up blocking Chris with a 2-letter word.
Like, I'd be embarrassed to put a 2-letter word on a triple word score. I mean, you should score 30 plus points when you get a triple word score. 6 points.
She did it just so he wouldn't. So thank you, Jenny, for
6 points.
Watching out and taking one for the team.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far on a 2-letter word, but I definitely try to make sure, put the defense on you, the clamps down, that you weren't scoring.
Jeez. So Natalie said, love it, laugh out loud, ha ha ha. So she likes Scrabble too. So I don't know if you guys remember from the last episode, if you were watching or not, but Nola has become very, very picky with her wardrobe. And she's very challenging when it comes to get ready, because there's certain things where she's like, I just won't wear that. Not out. I'll wear it at home.
That's her thing. Like if she doesn't like something, I'm not wearing that to school. I'm not wearing that to grandma's, and I'm not wearing that to Disneyland. I'll wear it at home.
Yeah. And so that's code word for we're getting rid of that. I'm not keeping it if you're only going to wear it at home, because let's face it, we might leave the house one day on a weekend just to go to the store really quick. So now it's gotten to the point where I can't pick out her clothes, because when I do, she's like, I don't like that. I told you I don't like that. I said, okay,
shoes
fine.
Either.
Yeah, she has these shoes. Well, I finally got her some new shoes that she could grow into. But so for her birthday and for Christmas, my mom and all the aunts and stuff got her gift cards for Old Navy. So I took her shopping to Old Navy for her first shopping trip that was just focused on her. And we were there for a long time.
You asked Santino if you wanted to go. What did he tell you?
Oh, Santino hates shopping. He goes, Mom, I wear whatever you give me. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. And when I get her dressed, he'll say, I would wear that if I were you, Nola. Like, that's how he is.
They're polar opposites when it comes to this.
He's so easygoing when it comes to getting dressed. So with her, I said, all right, we're going to go. And we were there for, let me tell you, having patience when you cook is one thing, but shopping with Nola is a whole new level.
That's how I used to feel shopping with you when we were dating. I used to despise shopping with you. I'd just be there miserable. And this is before you could be on your phone, at least keeping yourself busy online. You just have to stand there.
Well, you don't shop with me, and that's
fine. Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. Yeah, I don't need anyone hovering over me. I know what I need to do. I have my ways. So we're walking through, and I say, okay, what do you think about this? We need to get a shirt. Feels the material.
She's 5, guys.
She's like, that's not soft enough. I'm like, girl, it's really soft. Don't like it. Okay, well, you need some long sleeve shirts, because you have like maybe 2. No, I have enough. I go, you have 2 long sleeve shirts. I have Jack Skellington. I'm like, okay, but you can't wear that every day. So let's see. Oh, no, there's a hole in the back. I can't wear that. I don't like it. So I'm like, why don't they have more options of shirts? I mean, they're all like screen shirts, and she's like, I don't like that design. So we got 0 shirts.
And you can't buy online because she is testing the material.
She wants to feel the material. Yeah. So we found some jeggings for her.
I don't know what that is.
They're jean leggings. So they're like jeans, but they're softer. They're not like super rough material. So she found some of those, and we found some pants for jujitsu, but I left the store with no shirts and 2 pairs of jeans. And how long was I gone for?
They were gone for like 4 hours. So Santino and I were chilling at the house, having a good old time. I can't remember what we did. I think we did a lot of nothing.
Yeah. Well,
the house was clean when you got home.
I'm glad you did a whole lot of nothing. We walked out of the store with 2 pairs of jeans, and then we did end up going to Marshall's, and I got stuff for the house. And this girl is just so sweet. When we're out shopping for her, she's like, ooh, I think Vivian would like these. She likes eyelashes, doesn't she? We should get these for her. She's literally shopping for everybody else and thinking about everyone else. And it's just so cute. But in the same breath, I'm like, okay, Nola, we have to focus on you. Let's find stuff for you. And I did get her one outfit that she agreed to wear to only Disneyland in the house.
Oh, that mini outfit.
Even though it was soft. I really don't know.
I don't understand why there's certain things that she won't wear to school, but she'll wear to Disney. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. I guess she's got like this image she has at school that she wants to keep up with.
She's a little badass, right? She's got to wear the Jack Skellington.
Yeah, she wants to be feared or something. I don't know. But so that was on Sunday, right? Yes.
So I let Santino watch whatever he wanted to watch during the day. He could do whatever he wanted to do because the Raiders played Sunday night.
Yes.
So they played at 5:20. They were the Sunday night game, which is great because get to do whatever we got to do with the kids, and now it's daddy time, right? And I'm not the dad that completely shuts down every Sunday for a game. Yeah, I want to catch as many Raider games as I can, but if we got something to do with the kids, we got something to do with the kids. But this game, there was a lot on the line. So let me just tell you, it couldn't be any better. If the Raiders win, they make the playoffs. If the Chargers win, they make the playoffs. Loser goes home. But there was a little wrinkle in it. I don't understand the mathematics and how it all works, but because Pittsburgh Steelers won earlier that day, if the Chargers and the Raiders tied, which is very rare, there's not too many ties in the NFL every year, but if they did tie, both teams go to the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
So there was a lot going on because of that. Everybody was watching that game. Even people that aren't Raider fans or Charger fans, Steeler fans were just as invested because if it's a tie, they're out of the playoffs. If somebody wins, they're in, right? Mm-hmm. So if anybody follows football and they know I'm a diehard Raider fan. We have no business being in the playoff for you guys. Like, I'm not a Raider fan that's crazy and thinks that our team is going to win the Super Bowl. I can tell you that if you just look at stats, because I'm a numbers guy, that's why we're in real estate and we're in loans. The Raiders are like 26th in defense and like 26th in offense. Like they don't have very good stats, but somehow they win, right? So this game, the Raiders are up by like 15 points with like 5 minutes left. They let the Chargers come back in the game and tie the game with like seconds left. So now we're in overtime, right? So now all the Steeler fans are probably pissing themselves because they thought the Raiders were going to win and they're going to the playoffs. Now we go into overtime. Raiders come down, score 3 points, which is scary because now the Chargers get the ball. If they score a touchdown, the game's over. They come back, they score 3 points. Now the game's tied, right? The reason this, I know you don't care, but I'm going to explain it anyway.
Just going to keep smiling.
So the reason it's significant is at that point, there's not much time left in the game. There's probably like 3 minutes left in the game, 2.5 minutes. If the Raiders just take a knee and let the time run out, they're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Chargers are going to the playoffs, right? So the Raiders, you could kind of tell the coaching staff, that's where they were headed. It seemed like they were playing for a tie because they were just running the ball. You do that when you want to run out the clock, right? They run the ball 3 times, but they break for a big run. I think they're going to let the time run out. So this is all over the news media for the NFL right now. It looks like they're going to let the time run out. Then this idiot coach from the Chargers calls a timeout with 38 seconds left. Why would he call a timeout? I would just let the time run out.
What the heck?
He calls a timeout. It changes what the Raiders are going to do. They run the ball one more time because now they have time to run another play because the guy called a timeout. The guy breaks for another 10 yards. We let the time run all the way down to 1 second, call a timeout, kick a field goal. Chargers stay home. They're out of the playoffs. They lost with 1 second left, and it's all because of their idiot coach.
Wow.
I love it. So every time I see a Chargers fan, I'm so excited to see him because, we've been in the playoffs twice in 20 years.
Wow.
So I'm enjoying this. I got my hats here. I got my camo hat that my brother got me both of these hats for Christmas or my birthday or something. This too, I think we got this in Vegas.
He's so excited.
So speaking of that, I'm going to pop something on you because on the way here, as you know, one of my brothers lives in Memphis. Mm-hmm. My brother from another mother, right? Mm-hmm. Rob lives in Memphis. And he called me on the way to the show, and we haven't talked about this yet. And he said, hey, if the Raiders beat Cincinnati, they're going to play Tennessee here in his hometown, right? In Nashville. He's in Memphis, so it's a drive for him. But he's like, they're going to be in Nashville. He's like, I got the hookup on tickets, and I got the hookup on a hotel. Will you fly out here? I said, well, let me ask Corey on the show because maybe she'll be, more susceptible to say yes.
I'm going to say yes. I don't care about that. Go have fun.
So if the Raiders win, guys, I will be in Tennessee. If they win Saturday against Cincinnati, I will be in Tennessee the following week watching the game.
Mm-hmm. We'll be rooting for you.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'm excited to watch the game this Saturday, 1:30.
Yay, how exciting. Oh, boy.
Oh, so that same night, because it was, I don't know, we've been eating pretty good, right?
We eat pretty good. And Chris is just like, man, I really want a pizza. I'm watching football.
Because I was watching football.
Let's get a pizza. I was like, all right, where do you want it from? Michi's. So I order it and I'm like,
well, that's our go-to cheap pizza,
yeah,
right?
it's like cheap
it's
and
like
it's
$15. It's really good.
We haven't had a Michi's in a long time. I'm like, all right, fine, let's just get it. And then it shows up and I was like, for a jumbo, $25. I was like, okay, well, I guess they raised their prices.
I cannot believe that pizza was $25.
That pizza was disgusting. That was like a frozen pizza, like Red Baron or something, or whatever.
No, Red Baron's better because like the crust gets a little fluffy. Like,
I don't know what that was. I feel like Chuck E. Cheese pizza tastes better than that.
Oh, really?
It was horrible.
It was bad, huh?
Nola loved it.
She loved it. But
she ate like 3 pieces.
She got her grub on. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but not enough cheese, pizza. Not enough sauce.
I don't know. It was gross.
And then, that used to be a place that I love to go pick up because everywhere I go, I talk to people. I love people. That's why we do the business that we do. And that's why the name of this podcast is Relationships in Real Estate. I love people. I'm a people person. So I used to go into Michi's and I know everybody in there, guys. Like, it's not like I went all the time. Well, we used to eat it a lot more.
We used to eat it a lot.
But I know the manager. I know the cooks. I know the drivers. Like, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm in there talking to them. Everything's changed now.
Yeah, it's so different. It's weird.
So I don't know if it's because the shortages that everybody's experiencing in every business, right?
Right.
Or if it's the cost of labor because the cost of labor went way up.
And the cost of goods even.
And the cost of goods. So are they being skimpy? Are they skimping out? You think that's what it is?
Yeah, there was like no sauce. I don't know. It's gross. Like, now it's like cardboard.
Yeah, if you're going to have cheap pizza like that, you might as well go to Little Caesars and get like a pizza for $10.
I know. It was the strangest thing. So anyway, switching to real estate, right before the podcast, Chris actually went to one of the networking groups that we're a part of, the Elite Networking Group, and he was able to meet with a lot of other agents in the area, top producing agents, and talk and network about the market and what they're experiencing and share other listings and wants and needs of what they're looking for. So did you want to share a little bit about that with us?
Yeah, so first I was super excited because it was in Westridge.
Oh, right? I love Westridge.
I love Westridge. So if anybody doesn't know, it's by the golf course near West Ranch and Pico, right? And it's behind the gates. And so it's really exclusive there. But we have clients that are looking at a specific area. So I was so excited that this might be a house for them. And when I walk in through and I'm like, oh yeah, they're going to love this place, right? And I'm walking through and I'm thinking, I haven't seen upstairs yet, just the downstairs, but it's like a big open floor plan, which is really hard to find for a 2000 build,
right?
A year 2000 build. And then the view, I'll post the view after the show. The view is amazing. It's a nice city view, right? So I'm like, oh, they're going to dig this. We might have to go to the top 2.2 million, get it done. So then I go back in the room and now they're going to pitch the listing, how much it's going to be. And the agent was actually, this is a great thing about being part of this network. You got 40 top dogs there, right? You can ask, hey, I'm thinking about listing at this price. What do you guys think about the price?
Right.
Right. So I love that because these are agents from all different brokerages helping each other, right? Which I love. Like, yeah, you could be competitive, but at the end of the day, there's enough for everybody to make a living.
For sure.
And to do well. Why not help somebody, right? So, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be listed like near $3 million.
Okay.
But then I didn't know the square footage was like 5,500 square feet.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Right. So it made a lot of sense. So what I can tell you in the room, what's going on there, hardly any new listings coming up, right? Everybody's struggling to get listings.
Right.
So there's no inventory and everybody has buyer needs.
Right.
Right. So I can't stress this enough, you guys. If you're a buyer out there, if you're thinking about buying a home, you can't afford to wait any longer. Let me explain that. The rates have crept up since last month. We're talking about 0.25%. What does that mean? Median price for a home in Santa Clarita is like $800,000. The rates go up a quarter. That's like $120 a month. More that you're going to pay.
Right.
Right. And they're continuing to climb a little bit. We had Mike Mina from Augusta Financial was there. We also had Loan Depot there, right? So we had a couple lenders, big lenders, and they're all saying the same thing. The rates are going to start climbing a little bit, right? The problem is, since there's no inventory, the houses are still going up. So now you got houses going up and you got the rates going up, which means the cost of these houses are exponentially going up higher.
Right.
You're not going to be able to afford anything, right?
So get in now while you can.
Get in now, or else you're going to be waiting for like 5 more years before you can afford to buy a house.
Right.
So the idea, because we come across this a lot, is, oh, I'm going to save a little bit more money so my payment goes down. Well, if the rates go up 0.25%,
it didn't make a difference anyways.
To save $100 a month on your payment, you literally have to put down like an extra $40,000. Mm-hmm. How long is it going to take somebody to save $40,000? That's not easy.
No.
Yeah, that might be somebody's bonus that they worked a whole year for. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to do that. Moral of the story is, if you can get into a house, you need to get in right now. We should be planning to get you in a house right now, because if we're having this conversation in January when it's supposed to be slow.
Yes. Imagine springtime.
Spring's right around the corner, and then the summer is even worse than the spring. Mm-hmm. It's going to be nuts this year.
Yes.
So contact us. Let's get you in as soon as possible, before it's too late.
Absolutely. Because, oh my goodness, it's just, if you're scared about the resale market and things not being available, we have other resources for you too. There's new construction that we always hear about.
Sure.
And we can get you on interest lists before the construction actually gets released to the public. So please contact us. We're already on waiting lists for properties that we know are coming up. And we would love to help you navigate through this crazy market.
Yeah. And what's the alternative, guys? If you don't buy a house, what's the alternative? Unless you're lucky and you have like some rent control property that you're leasing, the prices are going up so high on these rents.
Mm-hmm. The rental market. Wow. You could just apply that toward a mortgage.
You're talking about 2,500 square foot houses are renting for $3,500, $4,000 a month.
That's insane.
That's insane. That's insane. So I'm telling you, get on it right away. Let's get you in a home before it's too late, because I would hate for you guys to be waiting another 5 years before you could buy a house. Absolutely. You're just throwing your money away. You're just paying somebody else's mortgage off 5 years of their mortgage.
I think one of the barriers that people are worried about too, it's maybe not everyone has a similar situation, but I've had questions like, well, my credit's not that good. How can I get into a house and my credit's not good? Like, I don't understand. Should I go and do credit counseling? And it's like, no, do not do that. Please reach out to us, because we have tools to help get your credit scores where they need to be, and use us as a resource. That's what we're here for. We do loans as well. So we know about the financing aspect and how to get your scores up. There's all these little tools that we could use and help you pay off certain debts. Or maybe there's things that have been lingering on your credit that we could help you clear up that you've already paid off and they're just not taken care of, right?
Sure. So we, Pastor Mauricio.
Hi,
hey,
Mauricio.
Has a great question. So he must be a prophet too, because I was going to bring this up and he beat me to it. So what do you think about ADUs? So for anybody that doesn't know what an ADU is, it's an additional dwelling unit. I'll explain that in a little bit. What do you think about ADUs or pop-up homes in backyards? Does this also help the homeowners increase their property value, and by how much?
That's a great question. We are going to cover that next. Yes. So perfect segue.
Can I take this?
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay, so I love the idea of ADUs. There's a lot of homes here in Santa Cruz that are already zoned for it, and the homeowner has no idea, right? So that's a simple call to me, and I could tell you, yeah, you're good to go. I love ADUs if you find the right contractor. That's the key, okay? The key is the right contractor, because every contractor is going to tell you it's a 3-month job. And that 3 months could turn into 9 months. Right.
Well, I mean, especially now with the shortage of goods.
Shortage of labor. So if you can build the ADU with the right contractor in a timely manner, then I think it's great. It's a great investment. It really depends on the square footage of your home now. It's going to benefit somebody that has a lower square footage. So when I say lower, I mean between 1,700 square feet and lower. It's going to benefit them more than it would somebody that already has a 3,500 square foot home. Why does that matter? Because when somebody comes out to appraise your house, or if you're going to sell it or refinance, they're going to look at comparable homes in the neighborhood. If you're the only home that's 4,000 square feet and everybody else has 2,000 square foot homes, that ADU is not really going to help. Right. But if there's homes in your neighborhood, which we're in Santa Cruz, so there are homes like this all over the place. You might have a 1,200 square foot home, and down the street you have a 2,500 square foot home. So that extra ADU, let's say it's 800 square feet, I think they're doing, like, there's a plan that you can get online. 850 square feet is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, already set up. It's going to give you pretty close to what the average price per square foot is in your specific neighborhood. So if this is something you're thinking about, Mauricio, I will just get some numbers for you just so that you have an idea of what kind of value it would add to your house to do an ADU. But you have the perfect house for that. He has a beautiful backyard.
Yes, and it all just depends on your particular property as far as how much it would increase your particular property value and the amount, right?
Right, and it's also the upgrades, right? The finishings inside the home for the ADU. I would say it could be anywhere between, on the very, very low side, $200,000 for like 800 square feet, up to $350,000. It really just depends on the finishes.
Absolutely. So that was such a great question. And this kind of leads me into a new tool that we just added into our toolbox, right? So Chris and I just invested in this new technology. It's called HomeBot. And we are going to be providing it to our clients as a free service. So all of our existing clients, anyone who's on the show right now, we have your address on file. You'll be getting an email soon, and it's going to give you all this helpful information about how you can increase value with your home, what your current value is on your home if you're deciding to sell it, or maybe you're thinking about doing some upgrades in your home. It gives you an idea of what potential you have and what you could put into your home. Gives you estimates if you're considering maybe selling and then buying a bigger home and upgrading, or maybe you're planning on downgrading. It gives you all these helpful tools right at your fingertips. And it's so cool because there's no obligation. You just go on there and you can play around. And it even helps you decide if maybe you want to keep that property and rent it out and purchase another property. So I fell in love with this resource because our loan officer over in Texas signed us up for it. And I'm like, this is so cool. I don't even have to talk to anyone. I could just pull it up and play around on there. And then once you go on there and you get comfortable with it, it's a monthly newsletter that'll just automatically be sent to you. And we'll reach out to you. And if you want, reach out to us because we have more information than just that. That's just kind of like something that you can go on and play around with and see what potential you have to, make better financial decisions when it comes to your home ownership.
So we already have our first person that's going to be on HomeBot. It's going to be Rob and Natalie Heredia.
Perfect. I already have you on the list. So you'll probably be getting that this week. I just have to upload all the contacts into the database. And we're really excited about it because who doesn't want to know all the options that they have available, right? Sometimes people are thinking about it and they get busy with life and they forget to make that call. But you're always going to have that available to you. And we're super excited that we're able to offer it to our clients.
I'm so excited that she's so excited, right? I love how passionate you are about giving value to our clients.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, you light up when you talk about it. I love it.
I wish there was people out there doing that for me because I'm a client somewhere, right? But I don't get all these extra perks. I get excited about the Disney stuff because I think there's perks. There's really not perks. They're just looking at ways to take my money. So anything that we can do to add value to our relationships with our clients, that's what we're here for. We're super excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how is everyone feeling about getting back into the swing of things? For those of you who have children who are going to school, how is it going? How do you feel? Has anybody been terrified about taking their kid back, or do they feel liberated that their kids are back? I have been really surprised about when I go to drop off the kids. There is no traffic. The lines to get in into the school are so short.
The drop-off line.
The parking lot is at half capacity.
I've never seen that before.
I'm thankful that there's parents that are keeping their kids home if they're not feeling well, but I'm also sad that there's so many kids that are sick right now. I want them to feel better. And today when I went, the first day, I noticed that our normal crossing guards weren't there. But then today I'm like, wait, it's not even the principal who's out there directing traffic. This is the maintenance guy who goes and unlocks the gates and stuff. He's directing traffic out there. And I'm like, this is really weird. By himself. Usually there's 2 or 3 people directing the traffic. And I'm like...
And usually there's only the one lady that's She's the one that really runs the show.
She's a badass. Like, she
She's
doesn't
so good.
play. This guy, I'm like, oh, great, we're going to get hit by a car today, because he was not even looking. There's 3 lanes of cars coming through. It was just, I'm just glad there wasn't a lot of cars today. But I noticed this lady come out. She's like, I'm going to help him. I don't know if she was a parent or a volunteer in the school.
She was just jogging. She was walking down the street.
She's like, I'm going to help him. And then I go, wow, this is crazy. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Like, it seems like there's a lot of short staff. She goes, it's not, we're short staffed. She's like, but it's worse for the kids. So there's not a lot of kids in school right now. Yeah. So I hope we make it through this season and everyone gets back to their health. But our kids, thankfully, are not sick. They're in school. They're having a good time. And it looks like, oh, Monica's joined us. Hi, Monica. Hello.
It was so nice to see you last night.
I know. I haven't seen Monica in so long. Oh, she went to New Mexico for the winter break, and then she was sick and the kids got sick, but they're all healthy now. So I'm glad you're all healthy. And Natalie said, I love options. Thank you guys. Yes. So you're going to love that app. It's so great.
Yeah. I want people to just, next week, what we'll do is we'll start getting everybody on it, and then maybe we'll have some feedback by next week.
Yes, please let us know what you think about it, because I did a test run and I signed myself up for it just to see it's like a little test run before I launch it to all of our clients, because I don't want our clients to get some random thing that they're not familiar with and be like, what did you even send me? And I was on it this morning and Chris is like, okay. I'm like, look at this. This is so cool. Look at it. And I'm in real estate. I mean, I could look up all this stuff myself, but to have someone be able to have access to that, I think they're really going to love it. Our clients are going to love it.
I think it's great, because I think a lot of people, a lot of homeowners, they want this information, but I think they're scared to ask for it because they don't want to feel like they're going to be sold anything, right? So now it's going to be at their own fingertips. Mm-hmm. They can figure it out. And obviously everybody that knows us knows we're not pushy at all anyway.
Right.
But I think they're going to have a lot of fun with it, because everybody goes on Zillow and gets those fake estimates, right?
Yeah, they don't really make
sense. That are never
sense.
accurate. Now you can actually go on this platform and actually get some really more accurate numbers, and then we can confirm those numbers for them after.
Absolutely. And if you think that there's a value that is in agreement with what you think your house is worth, we'll talk to you about like any upgrades you've done and give you a true estimate of what you think your home is worth and how you can use that potential to your benefit. So excited about that. Monica, it was so nice to be back. Yes, it was. So I didn't get a catch up with my amiga. Every Tuesday and Thursday at Checkmat, we get to spend a lot of time together while our kids are fighting, but we're super excited because we got to go in and see them fight in person. So that was fun.
So excited to see all the video.
Yes, it was exciting. So, well, thank you everybody so much for joining us today here on R&R. We've had a great time with you. I have to get ready to go pick up the kids soon and get back to the daily grind and get Nola first, then Santino. And baby, good luck to your Raiders this weekend.
Good luck, Raiders. I think they're going to pull it out.
Yeah.
I think they're going to pull it out, and I think everything's going to come together where I'm going to come back from Tennessee. They're going to beat Tennessee, and I'm going to come back with a cowboy hat and some boots. Ready for Yellowstone season 5.
Oh, boy.
Go Raiders.
Okay, buddy. Monica said it was intense. Yes, it was very intense last night. But yes, I can't wait to see your
She's
cowboy
talking about
hat.
the game.
No, she's not talking about the game. She's talking about the kids fighting last night.
She's a Raider fan.
She don't care about no Raiders.
She just doesn't know it.
She does not care about no Raiders. Right, Monica? You don't care about Raiders.
So all right. Again, good luck to the Raiders. And we'll have an update for everybody next week on the game.
Yes, and thank you all for watching R&R, Relationships and Real Estate. Remember to catch us weekly here on Facebook Live every Wednesday at noon, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.